everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So my client has come in. These have been on around, oh my gosh, probably about 5 weeks. It's been a long time. When my children were poorly over Christmas, she did have an appointment, but obviously she cancelled. So they've been on longer than they should have been. But we've got her in, and we're going to take off what we can and salvage what we can. There is a clear layer underneath there, so a lot of the nails were actually fine. There were a few that had lifted real bad, so rather than even try and kind of file and this and that, I just took them off. I thought, I'm not going to try and bust my balls trying to salvage something that is just, it's not attached, so just get it gone. And then I just infilled what we could. So obviously, as always, I've gone ahead and I've sanitised her hands. I've sanitised my hands. All my tools have been boiled in kettle water, sprayed with sanitizer, soaked in barbicide, all that good stuff. So they're all nice and clean. And then this bit that I'm using is the ball bit. I think it's the ball bit. And it is an absolute godsend. It whips through that acrylic, but it doesn't heat up, which I love, and my clients love. Obviously, I don't go right to the very thin area when I'm on the nail bed, because it's still a powerful piece, and I don't want to end up, accidentally hitting the nail bed any area at all. I don't want to cause any trauma or anything like that. So after I've removed all of the design, I've removed some of the nails that just were hanging on by a thread. She actually just pulled one of them off. I think it was on this middle finger here. And then I am pushing back all her cuticles. I will then go in with my file, and I'll use the 80/80 grit file just to kind of remove the rest of that design and blend some of that acrylic in. I don't hit the natural nail plate with this. I will come in with a different file to just go over that nail plate area. She did want to go coffin, or ballerina, or tapered square, whatever you guys call it. So yeah, I'm just going to file that down into that tapered square rather than the almond that she had. Just remove the rest of that design, and then I will come in with a 100 grit file and just etch over that nail plate. So after that, I did go in with a cuticle bit and just get in those sidewalls and round under that epinicium. She didn't want me to cut the skin today. There wasn't a lot of skin. But I don't know. Some clients just don't like that. They don't like that nippy bit, and some clients love it. So I didn't go all invasive. I cut off the real hangy bits, but I kind of left some on there. And that's just because this client was particularly not very comfortable with me. She's not very comfortable with me cutting her cuticles, and that's, completely her choice. Excuse me. So after I was done with all the filing and prep, I've gone in with my Prep Spray Plus, and then I spray the nails and I scrub them with a plastic manicure brush, so the surface that I'm working on is lovely, clean and dehydrated. I'll then apply acid primer to the first 2 fingers that I'm going to work on, and then as I'm finishing the second finger, or going on to the second finger from the first finger, I will then prime the third finger. I hope that's making sense. This is just so that the primer dries before I go and apply my acrylic onto the nail. So on the 2 middle fingers now, we're just going to build another extension with crystal glass from CJP, and I am using the Glitter Planet size 14 aqua brush. You can use my code Liz10. It is still active on the website if you would like to purchase anything from Glitter Planet. And yeah, so I'm just going to do that on these next 2 nails. And this is in real-time speed, so you may get bored, you may enjoy watching the process. I just kind of like to keep it a bit real sometimes so you can see exactly how I'm working. And then I'm just going to come in with a nice cuticle bead here. As you can see, I place that big bead there, kind of leave the bulk back in that back third, and then I just kind of feather that acrylic down from the front into the rest of the nail. I'm really sorry if you can hear my son. He's in the bedroom, in his bedroom, playing his PlayStation with a headset on. So if you have boys, you probably understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do this again, repeat this process on the thumb. I'm just applying a little bit more acrylic at the end because, as you saw, this was a design set. So the clear base that we had was only a thin layer. So if I was to leave it just as that thin layer, the nails wouldn't be strong enough and they would probably end up snapping. So that is why you see me applying more product down at that free edge and then blending back towards the cuticle area as well. So nice slow motion there, just manipulating that bead to where I want it, using my brush as a barrier so it doesn't touch any of the skin, and then just feathering it back in and blending, patting and pressing so that my apex is in the place, the structure is nice and sound, and the nail has the correct thickness as well. And then I'm just stroking just so that there's less filing to do. And unfortunately I didn't press record as I was filing. So you just see me now going straight in with gel polish application. So I'm using the gel bottle here, and I'm using mulberry, and I'll be using the rose gold as well. So now I'm coming in with my second coat after they've cured for 60 seconds. As you may have noticed, I did not cap the free edge on the first coat just because I like to keep the shape. I think if you cap every layer, you tend to lose that shape. So I cap always on the second coat just so I've just got that colour on the tip and there's no like, you know, patches on the sides or the free edge of the nail. I hate that. But if you do find you do like cap the tip and you lose your shape, you can actually file after you've applied, like apply your top coat and then file your shape in. That is what a lot of techs do, and you will just have that empty gap on the end of your nail, but you'll still keep that nice crisp shape. So if you really struggle with that, that is something you can look at doing. So yeah, cure these in the lamp for 6 seconds, and then I will come in with their Extreme Shine top coat, and then I will cuticle oil all of her nails so that they're nice and replenished. As you can see, this client, I don't know if like people who watch my videos regularly will know that this client had that one finger tattoo. She just had the one dot, and everyone just thought it was a mole. So she's actually added more to it now so that you can see that it is a tattoo and it's not a mole. And that's it. So this is the final set that will be up in 2018. It's nothing special, but I loved how it turned out, and I have been so busy, so that's why I haven't been uploading. But if you go ahead and follow my Instagram, you will see all the work that I do on a daily basis. I don't always record and I don't always upload to YouTube. So if you ever want to see what I'm up to outside of YouTube, then you can follow me on Instagram, and the link to that will always be in the description box. So that would be nice. I hope you all have an amazing night. Stay safe, don't get too drunk, yeah, I hope 2019 just brings you nothing but happiness and healthiness, because materialistic things, you know, they come and go. You can buy whatever, but a lot of things that happened this year that's made, especially towards the end of the year, to a close friend of mine, her best friend going through a lot of things. So just remember, just love your family, love your loved ones, and be grateful for everything you have. Like, if you have family and you have love, you are richer than you think, honestly. I wish you all an amazing, happy new year. And again, stay safe tonight if you're out, and don't drink too much alcohol, because you know the hangover is going to kill you in the morning. I love you all so much. Thank you to everybody who has supported me through 2018, 17, 16, 15. Thank you to the ones who are still here, still being loyal as fuck. And I just love you all so much. I am so grateful. I'll see you all again next year. Bye.